I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's a site with curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read. It's going to help you find work more quickly. Here's one of those fun, tough interview questions. I'm going to read the whole one because it gives even more texture to how stupid it is when you hear the whole thing. At our company, we're looking for wolves, not sheep. We need leaders, not managers. One telltale sign of a leader is having a headstrong type A personality. But on your personality test, I noticed you're really more of a type B. Well, there are some people in some firms who actually do believe that. And the traditional answer, and this question is asked in a variety of different ways. Normally, they're not going to do the wolves or sheep part of the question, but it comes out of 301 smart answers to tough interview questions. A lot of what's there is very good. Their suggested answers here really aren't. I'm going to offer them to you just so you can get a perspective on the difference. One answer is to tell them that what really makes leadership is the ability to motivate all different kinds of people, whether that's type A's or type B's, managers, visionaries, what have you. And that your job is to deal with the lazy employees and give them the kick in the pants that they need and to rein in type A's when that's appropriate. And that your role is to demonstrate emotional intelligence. And that's the flavor to one of the answers. And the second one is to go through what seems like someone protesting too much. In the past, I've led a team of 40 people. And frankly, there were all different types of people. I have the grace under pressure to motivate, cajole, encourage, and inspire any kind of employee in your organization. Here's what's missing to these. That is, you're accepting the assumption of the question. And I would instead start off by saying, that's interesting. What makes you think that? Because really, there are all sorts of great leaders who are not type A personalities. And then you give an example of great type A's. Yeah, Steve Jobs certainly appeared to be a type A. Was Bill Gates a type A? I don't think so. Mark Zuckerberg? I don't presume to know, but he surrounded himself with type B's. And I'll just say that there are great type B personalities leading teams, leading groups, leading organizations, because they have the ability to inspire, not motivate. Motivation is forcing people to do things that they otherwise not want to do. Inspire is reaching into their hearts and their souls and drawing that part of their personality out so they want to do it voluntarily. Motivation is really the admission of a bad hire, because you have to make them do something for some reason whatsoever. And that really isn't ideal. Eventually, motivation dissipates, and there have been studies about the impact of spot bonuses, where initially there's a certain amount of energy that's created, but once the bonus has been issued, it all goes away. What was accomplished except a quick flurry. And if that's what you look for, that's okay. So I go back to my version of the answer that says, what makes you think that? Because there's some great type B personalities leading very significant organizations, just like there are type A's. Now, you may think in this group you need a type A, but how's that been working for you up until that point? Why isn't my predecessor for this job in that role any longer? They left, or they got fired, or they didn't work out for some reason whatsoever. The assumption that you want a type A is flawed. And I just invite you, let me go further in the process. Let's all get acquainted with one another. Let's see what you really need. And let's see if this makes sense for both of us. Because you got to confront the assumption. You can't just simply defensively respond by going, oh, I can do a good job for you. I have done it in the past. No, you'll never get through that way. It's about breaking down the assumption in the question. So I hope you found this helpful. And if you're interested in my coaching, you reach out to me. My email address is jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.com. thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. I'd love to help you. Obviously, I don't work for free. And you can also reach out to me through LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you saw this video. I'd love to hear from folks because it just helps me know that what I'm doing makes sense and is helpful to people. So again, thebiggamehunter.us. I'm sorry, my apologies. LinkedIn.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. And once we're connected, if you have a question for me, I'd be happy to answer it. Short, very short. Not this big, long story. I won't respond to those. And again, if you'd like me to coach you, you can either email me, as I mentioned before, or message me through LinkedIn. Hope you have a great day. Take care.